Hi, I'm Caleb Giddings from Gun Nuts Media, and today we're talking about 5 mistakes that new people to concealed carry make. 5 rookie mistakes, 5 newbie mistakes, whatever you want to call it. These are things that you do that are telltale giveaways that you're carrying a gun. And since the whole goal of carrying a gun is the element of surprise, we don't want to go around broadcasting, hey, look at me, I've got a gun. These are 5 things that a lot of people do that I see a lot with people in classes that I've seen a lot over the years of carrying, that if you don't do them, you will do a very good job of not telegraphing that you have a gun. The first one is stop picking at your shirt. You may wonder what I'm talking about. It's this, all right? It's the constant readjustment of your concealment garment. So right now, if you look really carefully, you can see my gun, all right? That's the butt of my gun right there. Now, what I just did, this is picking at your shirt. That's what you need to stop doing. And you need to stop doing that because most people, they don't know you have a gun. They can't tell you have a gun, but they can see you picking at your shirt, and that's weird. Why is that guy tugging at his clothes all the time? What's wrong with him, weirdo? Stop doing that. That would be number one. I see that more often than I see everything else on this list. Number 2, stop confidence checking your gun. A confidence check is where you will subconsciously tap your gun just to make sure you know it's still there, all right? I confidence check my gun in the morning when I get ready to go. Put my pants on, put my gun on, out the door, and I'll confidence check my gun. I will also press check my gun once during the day, just to make sure in that time that I was asleep that the bullet gremlins didn't sneak a bullet out of the chamber or something like that. But when I'm out in public, what I'm not constantly doing is this. Touching my gun. Touch, 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 touch. Oh, it's still there. Still there. All right? Don't do that. That's a dead giveaway that you're carrying something under your shirt. So that's number 2. Number 3, have a plan for everyday circumstances. When you carry a gun, little things like going to the bathroom, you need to have a plan on how you're going to do that. I've actually seen people carrying a gun for the first time, new to carrying a gun. They have told me that they won't use public restrooms because they don't know what to do with their gun when they're in the public restroom. Well, that's just silly. Have a plan. You can take your pants down and, take care of your number 2s and just leave the gun down there in your pants. That's one way of doing it. Maybe you don't want your gun to touch a sketchy bathroom floor. I get that. You can take your whole rig off. So one of the things that I've done at times is I'll unbuckle my entire holster and put this in a secure place where I have eyes on it. That is one thing. Always have eyes on it. You don't want to drop your holster like on the back of the tank behind you and then forget that you left your gun in the bathroom and then leave your gun in a bathroom. That would be a pretty bad day for anyone. One thing I don't recommend doing under any circumstances is taking your gun out of the holster and setting it somewhere. Don't do that. Either the gun stays in your holster on your pants or it stays in the holster off your body. One of the two. Don't take your gun out the damn holster. That's how accidents happen. Number 4. Number 4 is kind of a favorite of mine because I live somewhere where we have climate. It's when you're not dressing appropriately for the weather, all right? It's summer now in South Dakota. It's 85, 90 degrees pretty much every day. If I was outside right now wearing a hoodie and long pants, 1, I'd be miserable, and 2, it would be really easy to play the game of one of these things is not like the others because I would be the only person in a hoodie and long pants. In fact, when I see people who are dressed like that out on the street, I wonder what they're hiding because that's not normal in this kind of weather. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and as you can see, my gun is perfectly concealed, all right? There's no issues here, all right? The gun's hidden. Dress appropriately for the weather, and you won't stand out. The last one, number 5, is sort of adding all of these other ones up, and it's acting like you have a gun. What do I mean by acting like you have a gun? Well, that's pretty simple. If you do things differently when you're carrying than you would if you weren't carrying, you're acting like you have a gun. And don't do that. I carry every day. I work in law enforcement. I'm a member of the reserve military. I carry every day. Okay? That's what I do. I get my gun on in the morning, go about my business, whether I am off like I am today or whether I'm working, it's always the same. What I don't do is on days that I'm not carrying a gun is act any differently. I go to the same places I go when I'm carrying as I would if I'm not carrying. The only thing I won't do is violate laws. Like if I'm carrying and it's illegal to carry a gun in, like illegal, not please don't bring your guns in here. If it's illegal to take your gun somewhere, I don't carry my gun in there, but I have a plan on how to deal with that. But the point here that I'm trying to make is when you let your gun define your actions and the choices that you make through the day, you're defeating the entire purpose of concealed carry. The purpose of concealed carry is to live a normal life and to be able to defend that normal life should the worst possible scenario happen. It's not to be sheepdog 24/7 out there watching the sheeple. It's just to be a normal person who happens to carry a gun and hopefully knows how to use it. Don't let your gun define your life. Don't do these other silly things that let people know that you're carrying a gun. But most importantly, don't let concealed carry and don't let your gun define the actions that you take through the day. I'm Caleb Giddings. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy our videos, please consider supporting us on Patreon, or don't. It's just money. I have a job, but more money is always nice. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.